So the last couple of weeks have been a little crazy. I mean, yeah, we had the ice storm and we rebounded from that fine, but your boy got orders. I am out of here. I am gone. So in a little over a month, I'll head out of here to go to a course at Fort Knox, Kentucky for the job that I'm about to take in Dallas. This is a long time coming. It's been an amazing experience here at Fort Hood, and I'll talk more about that in another video, especially as things start to culminate here. If you know, you know. I didn't anticipate being away as long as I was, but we had to take care of some stuff last weekend. We had some guests, and we had to get the things ready for the house for the next move. If you didn't know, we're setting our house up as an Airbnb, so we'll see how that works out, and I'll be sure to share that information with you, because as I get more and more into real estate, as I learn more, I would love to share that information with you, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to, well, anything really, but what I do know is as I start to learn things, it's easier for me to talk about it, and if I talk about it, it helps me learn it more. So I look forward to sharing that information with you all as we get it done. So if you didn't know, today we're gonna talk about the Saucony Endorphin Pro. I want to go ahead and tell you that the shoes are dirty because I've been running in them already. As a matter of fact, the day that I got them in the mail, I wore them to PT the next day. That it just is what it is, and it was a rainy day, so they're already dirty at this point. So I don't want you guys judging me for having dirty sneakers, because that's not my way. But I've already put a whole lot of miles on them, so let's talk about that. So in these shoes, I ran my fastest 5 mile ever. I think it was about a 6:30 pace. I'll pull it up and be sure to share that information, the run information with you. But I was able to kick some pretty mean dirt. Matter of fact, let me go get the shoes now. So the one thing you'll remember about using a lot of the new running shoes that I'm running with is that they all have a carbon fiber midfoot shank. So that allows the shoe to give you a lot of great feedback throughout the entire shoe, rather than just sort of like how the Nikes were. They only had the Zoom Air in the forefoot. Even though they had the carbon fiber shank too, I felt more of that airbag than I felt anything else. But with these, I felt a more solid reinforcement throughout the entire shoe. So the first thing is, when we talk about the fit and finish of the shoe, this is probably one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. So when I am putting on a shoe, the one thing that always bothers me is kind of how the tongue sits. But this one is just like a typical sock. So when you put the shoe on, you have a sock liner inside of the shoe that is a little open and a little bit more breathable, and it's not completely throughout the whole shoe, like a part of the tongue only, and not connected all the way down throughout the shoe. So it only wraps around to the top part of your foot, and it's still really breathable. It actually fits really like true to size, and not only that, it fits pretty snug to you. The Endorphin Pro has a very breathable mesh upper, and everywhere that you would need to have fit locked down is where you would get more rigidity. So like in the heel here, you could tell that there is a cup that's built into the interior of the shoe, which is sewn inside of the mesh here. When we talk about comfort, I don't think you get more comfortable than Adidas Boost, and this is sort of like right in line with that. I don't know what Saucony calls the technology. Once I find it on the internet, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. But the technology that they use in this is very similar to Adidas Boost, and it's very, very soft, very plush, but not so plush to where you feel like you're running on like pillows or anything like that. You definitely still have a decent road feel, which I find to be important, especially if I'm kicking up heavier miles, but not so much so to where I feel like I'm scraping the ground with the base of my feet. Now, as far as long-term running goes, these are probably not high in my long-term run. I don't think that anybody would want to run in a shoe that degrades in coloration so fast. So again, like I probably, if I would have leaned on a different colorway, maybe I would feel a little different. And only that, I'm starting to notice, and it's not a bad thing, right? Because we know that friction causes fraying in shoes. But the more and more I run in them, the more I can see like some of the stitching coming out of the shoe. And I'm not like, it's not like saying, oh man, I'm so fast, I'm causing my shoe to bust. Nah, it's legit. Like the lacing of the shoe, I do normal. The walking around and running in the shoe, I do normal. But I also have done something that I typically don't do in a run shoe, and that's work out inside of a gym. So I'll run to a gym, do a workout, and then run back. These ain't the shoe for that, fam. just to be honest with you, if you're gonna buy a shoe like this, just know that it's probably meant more for specifically running, and as fashionable as it looks, maybe you limit the amount that you wear it. So if I were to give it a collective score, I would probably give it I'll go with an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's not the best running shoe that I've used in the last year and a half, but it did provide me my fastest run time. After I got the second COVID vaccination, I was really worried about breathing. I don't know what it was. Outside of missing, hours of sleep, it felt like, plus not being able to really breathe like normal when I'm running, I felt really, hey, nope, you gotta go. Get out of here. All right. So after the shot, I was really worried about the side effects of it. And one thing that I noticed, and again, feel free to comment your own information at the bottom here, but when I would run, I felt like I wasn't able to take full deep breaths. I don't know if it was a side effect of the vaccine or if it was a side effect of like stress that I've been dealing with. I don't know, about the move. The job is a little weird right now. So I tried to keep my breathing consistent, and I ended up running the fastest 5 mile that I've ever run. Yes, there were people that I had to chase down, but still, given that this was the first time or second time that I used the shoe, I think that's pretty amazing. I did put my name down to be one of the testers for the full self-driving. I know that Dallas is a better area to do that in, so I look forward to trying that out. Hopefully in the next month or so when I get the download for the car, and I'll be sure to review that. Just some random stuff that's been happening around here. We got some new locks installed in the house, and I highly recommend them as we set the house up for Airbnb. Again, this is a learning thing that I'm going through right now, and as I find out more information about what it's like to use to put your house up on Airbnb or even get into real estate more, I think that I'll love to share that information with you. So if you have any questions or comments or even some concerns, like, hey Jay, you should probably chill out. Oh, I mean, Psych, that's my name here, right? Psych. That maybe I am happy, and I'm interested in any information you have, and I'm also interested in sharing. Hey. I'm also interested in sharing any information that I learn. I am a learner by teaching. I know that about myself, right? Know thyself. And if I have the opportunity to do some of the things that I've talked about, it'll be easier for me to understand it and teach it if I have it. As I learn more stuff about what to do with the house and the Airbnb market and the whole nine, feel free to ask me any questions that you might have in the comments. I thank you so much to the 33 subscribers that I do have. Thank you to anybody who's watched any little bit of a video. I feel like I'm not dealing with stress so much as I had been before because of this. Now, yes, work is kicking my ass, and I'll admit that. I'm doing more stuff than I've had to do in a long time, given that my job, my focus has changed. But I'm very appreciative to those that I work with. I'm also very appreciative to the people that I have that are in the military that I keep in contact with. I have a group chat of friends that from JBLM, and those guys have been constantly motivated. And even though they're assholes, it's been extremely helpful to have someone to tell, hey, look, this is what's going on with work, and that's helpful. I also have other friends that are just kind of spread throughout the military from when I was enlisted, and even so since I've been an officer. I feel like anyone is a collection of their best friends or the people that are closest to them in their circle. And I think that I have a really great circle of friends and people that truly do wish the best for me. And I look forward to sharing more with you about, just things as they happen here in my life, and, whether it's through the military or products that I buy that'll hopefully sit to me one day. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thank you for just clicking play or subscribing or liking anything that you've seen here. I look forward to growing more with this, and I look forward to any comments or concerns or questions that you might have. Hey, thank you and have a great week. I'll see you next time.